亲爱的观众大家好，我是黄思诺。今天从西班牙的第二大城市巴塞罗那给您带来又一期 American Odyssey 美国探索节目。今天呢，我非常幸运，作为美国医学家交响乐团的成员之一，我们今天晚上呢将在厄塞罗那最古老的具有166年的大歌剧院进行公演。好，现在我就带您去看今天晚上的音乐会。美国国家艺术家交响乐团是美国规模最大、历史最悠久的一家非营利性的艺术演出团体。它获得各种国内和美国最高国会奖。此团共有200多艺术家，他们全都是在美国各地工作的医护人员。在过去的20多年中，200多个艺术家不仅每年在美国进行各种义演，同时也在世界各地的20多个国家举行各种音乐会，为美国、英国、法国、德国、瑞士、苏联、意大利、日本、中国等世界的病患者募捐，将爱和治愈用音乐传给世界各地的人民。今天我有幸作为美国国家医学家交响乐团的一员，从美国飞往巴塞罗那，和另外100多名来自欧洲和西班牙各地的医生、护士和医疗工作人员共同相聚，在西班牙的巴塞罗那最古老的歌剧院举行义演，为巴塞罗那的癌症病人义演捐款。我们的共同意愿是用医疗和音乐建立友谊，治愈人类。所有的参加者非常珍惜能在欧洲最古老的、已有166年的歌剧院演出的机会，因为这对每一个音乐家，尤其是非专业的业余音乐家，应该是人生中难得的一次机会。当然，我们更珍惜我们共同的愿望，那就是用爱和医疗，用音乐传给世界各地的人民。美国国家艺术家交响乐团的历史可以追溯到一个叫沃比医生。在20多年前，沃比医生在耶鲁大学的医学院任教，组织了耶鲁大学医学院交响乐团，这是美国国家医学家交响乐团的前身。在过去的20多年中，沃比医生担任乐队的指挥，并带领美国国家医学家交响乐团在世界和美国的第一流的艺术中心，包括华盛顿的肯尼迪艺术中心、纽约的林肯中心和联合国等20多个国家，用音乐和医疗作为友谊的桥梁，为各国病患者提供援助和义演。
We are going now to present a medley of one of America's very prolific composers. His name was George M. Cohan, and he wrote a lot of songs in the first part of the 20th century, and he received an award, lots of awards for it. This medley has 3 songs together. You'll love them. And at the end, we have the chorus do a surprise for you. So keep your eyes on the chorus for the end of the medley. It's called the Yankee Doodle Medley.
What a memorable night. You know, every seat in this grand opera house has been filled.
It is true, and I am amazed at the enthusiasm that came from the audience. It's just very, very contagious and very alive. I love everything about Barcelona now.
What amazes me at every performance, over 200 musicians come from all over the country and all over the world, and they perform on one stage, in perfect harmony, and for one purpose, that is to build friendship and also to help cancer and also leukemia patients.
Right.
So How did you do it?
Well, with help from many, many people. I could not have done it myself. We had a great committee here from Barcelona, people that worked very, very hard and really put together the whole organization, got us the issue, so that helped the publicity.
You know, every musician is either a doctor, a nurse, or a healthcare professional. They all have full-time jobs. And however, they come together in a very short period of time in perfect harmony. So how did you recruit all these musicians? And they're performing for free.
Well, I have to be honest. 20 years ago, when we started the group, we used to say you have to be a doctor to play with us. Now, we say you have to have seen a doctor to play with us. So the core group of our group, the medical music group, are healthcare professionals. But there are many others who are not. And if I have a good harpist who doesn't have anything to do with medicine, who am I to tell her not to come? Please come, join us. And then there was a lot of people from here, from Barcelona, who were in the engineers choir and the lawyer. Believe it or not, the lawyers have a choir. Now that was new to me. There was Yale has a lot of medical centers associated with it, and one of them was the VA Medical Center, and we started a Yale VA Medical Musical Group. And it so happened by serendipity, I think, within 2 or 3 weeks after we started, one of the members of the Yale had a connection with the White House. So here I go to my desk at the office at the hospital. I find an envelope calling the White House. I open it, I find an invitation for us to go. So that was in the news. The Associated Press wrote about it, the Associated Press, the New York Times, and immediately we started getting groups of people. Then when I came to Washington, we built on that, and we had people, you know that, from all over the country join us. And some of them from the VA, some are from not from the VA, some from Yale, some from other medical schools, from all over the country.
Well, 2 years ago, we celebrated 20 years. In the past 20 years, how many countries have you performed?
I want to tell you that the country that stands out, and I'm not bluffing here, is China. We went to China in 1996. We went to 22 countries, and amongst them is China, but we went to Russia, to England, to Czechoslovakia, you name it. I can't even remember. Germany, Italy, etc. China, two things fascinated me when we were there. On every street corner, it's a block like this. One of the blocks, there was a crane. They were building a new building. It was just amazing.
The country is going tremendous.
It's just unbelievable. And then the other thing is, there were many people who were riding bicycles. And some of our guys told us, this is the greatest growth market for cars, because within 10, 20 years, all these people with bicycles will want to buy cars, maybe small cars, and so the car companies are going like crazy to find their markets.
Coming from China, I can tell you that's not a blessing. Now China is polluted because of cars. Traffic is so congested because of cars. So progress is not always good. Well, in the past 20 years, what are the most memorable moments?
One of the most memorable moments was in West Haven, Connecticut, where we were at Yale when we started. And they brought patients from the bed. That was the first time that we had patients coming with IVs in their arms to attend. And we're having a Veterans Day concert. And they just wheeled them in. And as we played, I turned around and I saw them with tears in their eyes. And I'll never forget that. That was such moving, and that gave meaning to all what we do. Our group has two goals. The general goal is music with a mission. The mission at home is to honor America and patriotism and veterans. And the mission overseas is to build international friendship, peace amongst nations, healing for the nations. And we did that, like I said, in many, many countries. It was crowned actually 2 years ago in Geneva, when we performed a Healing for the Nations concert at the United Nations. I don't know if you're with us that year or not. You travel with it when you can. And that was at the United Nations headquarters, European headquarters in Geneva. And it was so moving to have all these politicians attend. And at the end, when we sang Let There Be Peace on Earth, they held hands together. That was also moving.
Well, what makes our group special, one of the reasons I joined our group, not only domestically we serve our veterans, but internationally we're building friendship. We're healing the nations. And considering what's happening in the world politically, militarily, we're at war because people don't understand each other. But with music and healing, there's no boundary. We're all human beings. And from that standpoint, have you experienced different reactions in different countries? You mentioned Russia, China.
Yes, in Russia, we went there in 1991 or 92, and we sang, it was a Christmas season, so we sang Christmas and Hanukkah songs and so on. What touched me was that all the Russians came to us with, again, tears in their eyes, and said, we have not heard this music for 50 years. It was blocked. And that was moving.
好，亲爱的观众，感谢您收看今天的 American Odyssey 美国探索节目。音乐和医学都是没有国界的，希望您在您今后的旅程里呢，也能够参加用音乐或者是医学向全世界来传福音的工作。好，我们今天的节目就到此结束。